Happy Monday. Today I'm going to start this week off with some lighter news. I'm going to talk about grocery stores. And you know what? It's good to know what's happening in our market so that we can advise our clients on local happenings, best places, best and worst. So, we're going to talk about the best and worst grocery chains in America. And I'm going to leverage an article that was just republished in Kiplinger that lists all the best articles. And interestingly, the data for the Kiplinger article comes from Solitaire. And Solitaire is a digital game company. Not surprisingly, they make a bunch of solitaire games for handheld devices. And they recently surveyed their customers and said, where do you play solitaire the most? And one of the most common places was grocery stores. So that raised their curiosity, and they surveyed their clients a very lengthy survey about what grocery stores they liked, why, which ones didn't they like, which ones what didn't they like about it. They also used data uh, from Google reviews, and so they used a whole bunch of data, and they came up with top grocery stores and worst grocery stores, and they then had subcategories like worst produce, worst meat, and so forth. But the results were pretty interesting, and I'll share the top five and bottom five of each. But one of the really interesting things in the Solitaire article, they didn't just list the top grocery chains in America, they actually listed the number one store. And so they list the top 50 grocery stores, individual grocery stores in America, and then they also list the top chains and so forth. And so to get right to it, the top, by far, the favorite grocery store in America is Trader Joe's. And in fact, nine of the top 10 rated grocery stores in America were Trader Joe's. They had nine of the top 10. Really interesting. Number two, Costco. Costco was number two. Number three, just by a shade, was Wegmans. Number four, Publix. And number five, Central Market. But Trader Joe's number one and Costco number two. Very interesting indeed. Now, I will say the article also referenced Eat This Not That article, which said, hey, Trader Joe's might lead with their private label products and with their frozen food. Certainly number one in frozen foods, but they kind of lag a little bit behind on fresh fruits and veggies. But it doesn't seem to matter. And Costco also gets mixed results on their fresh fruits and vegetables. Personally, I love Costco's fresh fruit and vegetables. But let's get to the worst. The top five worst stores in America. And I'm going to go chains. The lowest rated, number one, is King Soopers. I've never been to a King Soopers, but King Soopers is number one. And by the way, by a pretty good margin. It wasn't. It's the number two has a much better score than the number one. Save a Lot, which I assume is a discount store. I don't know if I've been to one. Number three is Kroger's. Kroger's is, you might know it as Ralph's or Fry's, depending on where you live. Number four, not shocking, Walmart. And by the way, 6 of the top 10 worst stores in America were Walmarts. They were Walmarts, with Giant Eagle in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania being the worst. But and that's it. Number five was Giant Eagle. So the top five worst stores: King Soopers, Save a Lot, Kroger, Walmart, and Giant Eagle. And then as I mentioned, why this seems completely unrelated, but a lot of times when people move into a new neighborhood, they look at their real estate agent or their loan officer to be their concierge. And hopefully we are. That's a value-added service where we're recommending, like we say, if you need anything, come to us. Because we need to be, we need to have a tagline of, I got a guy. I got a guy. Do you need a plumber? I got a guy. Do you need a mechanic? I got a guy. Do you need air conditioner repair? I got a guy. Do you want to know where the best pizza is? I can tell you. Like, we should be the local area experts. Most of us, that's how we build our business. And part of that is understanding the tapestry of the local grocery stores and where to shop. I know a lot of people want to live close to a Costco. A lot of people want to know, is there a Trader Joe's, or is there a Sprouts, or is there a Whole Food Markets? Interesting, Whole Food Markets didn't even make it on this list. So this is just this gives you sheds a little light, helps you remind, just be a little local expert. Make sure you're helping out your clients. Give them a little point in the right direction. I will post links to both of these articles in my notes below. I did a LinkedIn post on it with links to the articles as well as more information. It's worth a peek. It's kind of interesting, and maybe you want to include it in your monthly newsletter to your past clients. You could find it kind of interesting. With that, I hope you're off to a great start of the week. I appreciate you giving me a little bit of your time. I look forward to talking to you again soon.